there are basically three steps to the green card process. The first step being the PERM application, which is an application by the employer to the U.S. Department of Labor that seeks to demonstrate there are no qualified U.S. workers out there who meet the minimum requirements for the job. It requires the employer engage in a fairly extensive recruitment campaign that includes at least 6 different forms of recruitment. You have to demonstrate to the Department of Labor that none of the applicants who applied met the minimum requirements for the job. Again, there are certain categories that get to skip the PERM process. The EB-1, those 3 types of employees that I mentioned earlier can bypass the PERM process. The national interest waiver under EB-2 can bypass the PERM process, and the EB-5 investor can bypass the PERM process. The next step that everybody has to go through is the I-140 application, and that now is an application by either the employer or the self-petitioner to the Immigration Service saying, hey, I meet the criteria for one of these employment-based categories. And then the final step of the process is the adjustment of status application. And that is the individual's application to the Immigration Service, basically saying, hey, Immigration Service, you certify that I am eligible for this category or preference category for an employment-based green card. Now give me my green card. This is where the individual and their family members will have to demonstrate to the Immigration Service that there is nothing in their background that will prevent them from becoming a permanent resident. That's where you'll have to go through a medical exam, you'll be fingerprinted, they do a background check, they will review your immigration history, and you may have to appear for an interview at the Immigration Service.